John here. Welcome back to another vlog. Today I'm at 1961. It's a cafe and art gallery. So as you can see, there's some art behind me. There's a bunch of different bits and pieces all around. So I was intrigued by the fact that it said art gallery. So I wanted to come in and check it out and have a cup of coffee. It's hot outside today. I'm a little parched, so I'm very much looking forward to having a nice cup of hot coffee. Yeah, I was trained years ago that if you're warm, then a warm coffee helps keep you balanced, I guess. I don't know. It helps cool you down, apparently, so that's the rumor. So that's what I'm going to stick with. Not too sure if it's an actual thing or if it's just some of those things that they tell you to make the hot coffee sales continue, but no idea. But here we go to a hot Americano. So yeah, this is right along the river, not too far from my usual haunts. So nice, $2.50 for a nice huge cup of Americano. I have Wi-Fi and a bunch of art, and it's packed in here, and it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So mostly foreigners like myself that are here. So definitely catering to a specific clientele, which is good. They have a full menu as well. I already ate, so I was not looking at grabbing anything to eat today. But based upon the coffee being so good, I will be back. It is tasty. And I've become partial again to my Americanos with a little bit of sugar. Just one sachet. Yeah, I was just looking online for, I was actually just looking for art stuff because I've been kind of a bee in my bonnet. And there's a gallery here that I've been meaning to go to, and I will, but I was just kind of looking for, I'll explain why I wanted to come here, but I was just looking for something for a little bit of inspiration. This walk down here always just piques my interest, and I love everything about it. So I think that there was a little gallery / cafe made me happy. I spent years in Ontario, Canada, working at a tea room that was an art gallery / tea room and a coffee shop, and it was like two businesses right next to each other, but they were same owners. So there was a coffee shop gallery, and then there was a tea room / gallery. And I loved it. I loved working there. It was a great place. Had a good vibe. This is back in the 90s. I worked there for, gosh, I got to think like 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. It was good. It actually piqued my interest in tea. At the time, I was getting sick off of coffee. I couldn't figure out what it was. And then I was eliminating, I thought, okay, maybe it's caffeine. Then I went to decaf, and that didn't help. And then I went to decaf with no milk, and that was better. But nothing was really working. And I just dropped coffee entirely out of my diet. And then I ended up finding out that I was lactose intolerant at the time. And then I was just drinking tea, and I developed a passion for tea, and I still have that to this day. But I think that was the precursor to me finding out that I had colitis, because something was going wrong with my system. And it was, yeah, I'm trying to think, it would have been, it was a few years after that, because I worked, I'm trying to remember. My timeline's all messed up in my head, because remember, so I was in Florida, then I came back to Toronto. That's right. So yeah, I've been in Florida a couple times, so just trying to align the timeline in my head. So yeah, this happened in the, I would say, late 90s or so, like 98, 99 type of thing. And then I think it was around 2004, I went back to Florida. I was there for a couple of years, and I came back. So it would have been, yeah, it would have been around 2010 or so when it just really hit hard that something was wrong with me. I was at a call center. I was working once, and I think it was a Christmas Day or something like that. And I wasn't really feeling good at all that day. And I was, working on the phones, and then all of a sudden I just got like this wave of nausea hit me. And it wasn't like, how to explain this? I'm not trying to get descriptive or gross, but just to say, it hit me so fast that there was no running to get it taken care of. It was literally just there. And they ended up calling ambulance for me because it was not normal. There was nothing normal about what was happening to me. And that's when I found out that I had like an ulcer. And so I thought that was kind of what, my problems were. I'd swallowed a coin when I was a child, apparently. It lodged itself in my stomach wall. And for whatever reason, something had happened, and it decided to go, nope, I don't want to be here anymore. And I ended up developing an ulcer, so I ended up having surgery to get that taken care of. And they just removed the coin. And then after that is when everything kind of spiraled for me for the next decade. And found out that I had colitis. Weird how I'm sitting here thinking about my past and my brain wants to go to that. Ask me why. But yeah, well, I mean, it's good because I was remembering bits and pieces. There's a lot of stories in my head, a lot of things I can talk about. Some are really good, some are not so great. It's a weird time in my life. I think you get to a point when you've I've been over here for over a year, and I've been in Cambodia now for a year. And just going through my head about everything that's happened over the course of the last year and how much my life has changed. And not just my life, but me. Like there's tons and tons of things that are different for me. And, things that I'm happy with, things that I'm not happy with, changing the things that I don't like about myself anymore. And the reason that colitis thing kind of came back up, and I know my brain why it went there, is that I had a resurgence of it again recently, which was unexpected, and I realized what was causing it, and so I've made changes to remedy it. One of my issues is stress, and I was stressing myself out with too many things, too much going on, and I overwhelmed I just was on the go, doing too much all the time. And I'm 56 years old. I don't need to be on the go all the time. And so I just decided I was slowing things down again. And for the past week and a half, I've had it slow again. And my body has responded with thank you. So no longer having the problems with colitis. And when I say that I had problems with my colitis, it's not something that ever goes away. It's something that I'm stuck with. It's going to be the rest of my life. I just have to be mindful. So whenever I get a twinge in my stomach or, something doesn't feel right, I pay attention to it. And then I either take a day and just kind of go, okay, is this going to leave? Is this just, did I have, too many cups of coffee? Did I have something that's not sitting well with my stomach? And then you wait for 2 or 3 days, and after the second or third day, it's like, okay, this is now a flare-up. And that's when you just completely wipe out your diet, change everything, and you go, what's caused this? Why am I dealing with this? And then once you notice it, once you recognize it, you can catch it early before it becomes detrimental. And that's what I did. So, now after, dealing with it now for 15 years, knowing what my triggers are, and just taking care of it. And it's easy. You know, once you know what you know, I think it's like with any problem that you have, if it's, you got a bum leg, you get all this kind of stuff, you know what to cope with and know what to deal with. Hey, Sean. I'm good, man. That was awesome. I really enjoyed that. It was a good little spot to hang out. Just saw at the end there, I bumped into Sean. He owns the River Retreat. It's a hotel that's right next to the coffee shop. And I was planning on popping over and saying hi to him. We've been in communication on and off for months, and we've bumped into each other recently. He just did an interview on E286 channel with Ryan. And I kind of bumped into like the next day, and it was really kind of funny. But yeah, we're going to meet up and hang out here probably next week. So you'll see him on the channel. Yay! But yeah, it was, we just sat and chatted for a bit, and it was nice, really nice. Lovely spot. I liked the vibe in there was really good. The coffee was really, really nice. The other thing I liked, if you saw in Campot, the bottle of water, they actually did the same thing, but they were walking around with like a big wine bottle full of water that it was ice cold and were filling people's glasses. I was like, oh, just good vibes. It was really nice. Yeah, I'll be heading back up there for sure. Well, this is kind of on my route. I walk up and down the riverfront. It's kind of how I get my exercise and get my steps in, even when it's hot. Like today, I think it's like, what are we at, 34? 34 degrees today. It's supposed to go up to 36 in the next day or two. Good God. But yeah, I like to walk up and down here with the all the trees and get a little bit of shade. It's delightful. But anyway, I'm going to go off on my next adventure, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. So if you do happen to like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, if you are still here and you are so inclined, link over there, another video. Okay, see you guys soon. Take care, buddy. Bye.